So let's quickly tackle question 16 of 1995 AMC8. This is a simple one. The ratio of boys to girls in Mr. Brown's math class is 2 is to 3. If there are 30 students in the class, how many more girls than boys are in the class? So the important thing to note in this question is more girls. They're asking the difference. Okay, so they are in the ratio boys is to girls 2 is to 3. So we have a total of 5. And when this 5 becomes 30, the same ratio will become 12 is to 18. So when you have 12 is to 18, the difference between both the numbers is 6. So you have 6 more girls in Mr. Brown's class. We'll go to the next one. If your average score on your first 6 maths tests was 84 and your average score on your first 7 maths tests was 85, then your score in the 7th test was. This again is a simple one of averages. So the score in the first 6 tests, you will multiply the average score into the total tests. So 84 into 6, which gives you 504. And similarly for the 7 tests, you have the average score as 85. And then you multiply by 7, so you get the total score of the first 7 tests. You find the difference between the two, you get the score of the 7th test. Move to the next one. The answer here is 91. Option D. Question 18. 9 copies of a certain pamphlet cost less than $10, while 10 copies of the same pamphlet at the same price cost more than 11. Okay, so we have to find the cost of one pamphlet. This is a simple one. You can just use a trial and error. So 10 copies finally should be more than 11. So out of the given options, we just check which number when multiplied by 10 will give you an option which is greater than 11, which is only the last one, right? 1.11. So the answer is E. Simple trial and error. Moving to the next. Okay, so this is a very simple one. If you understand the logic, you will be able to do any kind of problem which is asked in the same way. So the length and width of a rectangle are increased by 10%. Then what is the perimeter of the rectangle increased by? Okay. So they have given various percentages. Now there are two ways to solve this problem. Both of it will yield the same answer. And we will also by heart a small, uh, you know, you can call it a theorem, which is going to help you later in any polygon. So let's first take values for L and B. So if I say perimeter formula 2 into length plus breadth, so I'm going to assume length as 100 and breadth as 50. So when I scale it, the length becomes 110, increase of 10%, and breadth becomes 55, increase of again 10%. So before the increase, I'm going to find the perimeter. So I get 300 here. And after increase, I'm going to find the perimeter. So I get 330. Right? So the difference is 30 between the two, and 30 upon 300 will give me 10%. Right? So the answer here is B, 10%. How do I do the same problem algebraically? Okay, sometimes it might not be very easy to substitute numbers, so we should know the algebraic way of doing such problems. So if we say x to be the scale factor of the perimeter, so what percentage does x scale by? The perimeter scale by that value we are going to keep as x. We are calling it the scale factor. Now 2 into length plus breadth into x. Okay, so here x being the scale factor, and that is what we have to find out, is the same as 2 into 1.1l plus 1.1b, because we are increasing both length and breadth by 10%. Here both are 1, here both of them become 1.1. So here I'm just going to expand this equation a little bit. The LHS remains the same, left hand side. The right hand side, I'm just going to take 1.1 outside. So 2 into 1.1 into length plus breadth. So now you can clearly see I can cancel out this 2 into length plus breadth. So that gives me x with the value of 1.1. So x is 1.1, which means it is a 10% increase from 1. Right? So when x is 1, both figures are of the same size. But when you find the sides increase by 10%, x, which is the perimeter, also increases by 10%. Okay, so what is the theorem we are learning from this? The scale factors of the side lengths and perimeters in similar figures are the same. So if the side scale by a certain percentage in similar figures, the perimeters also scale by the same percentage. This is applicable to all polygons. Okay, moving to the next question. In a certain year, Monday has exactly 4 Tuesdays and 4 Saturdays. On what day did January 1 fall that year? Okay, so first we see that January has a maximum of 31 days. So if it is 31 days, 28 days is what 7 days make, right? So we have 7 days 4 times, that will make 28, but we have 31. So that means we have 3 extra days in January. That means 3 consecutive days will come 5 times. Okay, so which are the 3 consecutive days that can come 5 times based is what is given in the problem. So it says we have 4 Tuesdays and 4 Saturdays. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday are going to come 4 times. Okay, and Wednesday, Thursday and Friday are going to come 5 times, because 3 consecutive days can only come 5 times, and if I take this 3, then I already know that Tuesday and Saturday are 4 times, right? So only these 3 can come 5 times. Okay, so the starting day should be a Wednesday, because Wednesday, Thursday, Friday starting of the month, same Wednesday, Thursday, Friday ending of the month, then only you can have 5 of these days in a month. So the starting day of January 1st is Wednesday.